victim and threatened her by pointing a firearm at her head. She was able to flee the scene. When the police responded, they caught up with her a little ways down the street from the residence. She advised the police that the assailant, who was later identified as Shawn Adams, was in possession of 2 firearms, that he was argumentative, that he was assaulting her prior to the police arrival, including pointing the firearm at her head and threatening her. The officers responded to the scene and created a perimeter around the residence. The assailant continued to be argumentative and refused to adhere to the police officers' directions to come outside with his hands up. Eventually, the assailant did exit the residence with a firearm in his hand, but quickly returned inside to the safety of the residence, away from the officers. As the officers continued to try to get the assailant to come outside with his hands up, he exited the residence again, appearing to comply with the officers' commands, but suddenly dropped his hands, turned away from the officers, and reached for his waist. It was at that time that one of Wilkes-Barre's officers discharged his weapon. He struck Mr. Adams in the arm, and unfortunately Mr. Adams was able to retreat inside again. As the police continued to surround the residence, they observed Mr. Adams in an upstairs window, now with a larger firearm. They continued to call for him to exit the residence with his hands in the air. A third time, Adams exits the residence, and he attempts for the third time to retreat inside. Fortunately, another Wilkes-Barre City Police officer was able to deploy his taser, debilitating Adams and allowing them to take him into custody. Adams was transported to a local hospital for evaluation and treatment. Turn it over to Chief Boyle to talk about the investigation from that point forward.
Good afternoon. This is another example of Wilkes-Barre City Police Department's working conjunctively with Luzerne County District Attorney's Office and what can be done with that grouping. The City of Wilkes-Barre responded to 20 East Beatty Street in the city for a violent domestic involving firearms. Upon arrival, there was chaos ensued. The police observed a subject with a firearm. We surrounded the location. At some point, he brandished the firearm. Shots were fired. The defendant was down. He did not comply even after having been shot. A taser was utilized. He was then placed in custody, and the detective division processed the scene. I can't stress enough, this is an example of the excellence of the City of Wilkes-Barre Police Department, again in conjunction with Luzerne County District Attorney's Office. We worked seamlessly with one another in the past, and we'll continue to do so moving further